There is this weird thing that happens in church space, which is really weird space to say is a space, but it is a space where people talk about things happening online. Let's say, engaging on YouTube, maybe on a stream on Facebook or TikTok or whatever online thing. And there's this default mechanism to criticize it and call it not community, which I don't really understand, but I did experience early on as one of the first online pastors to ever be hired. I saw this where you can't do ministry online. And I never really understood it because there's this protectivism around only church is this thing that happens in a building. And I never really understood this idea, why can't ministry happen online in digital ways while also holding to this idea that when you get people in the room, that's a better experience. Why do they have to be exclusive? Why can't they work together? And you see this happening right now in dating. Now, I've been married coming up on 17 years. I haven't dated in a long time. But I do know over the last 10 years, I've watched this phenomenon of more people are meeting on dating apps. I've done a couple weddings for people that they met on a dating app, and guess what? They got married in person. And so we see this already happening in a lot of fields where the online thing doesn't prohibit the in-person thing. And why don't more churches realize that if you invest more in online, it doesn't have to by default forsake the in-person. They can work together. And I have a whole chapter in my book called The Thief on the Cross. It's chapter 2, where I talk about, this argument around the thief on the cross. A lot of people kind of make an argument around is the thief saved or not? And there's this balance between, there's a real argument to be made around a minimal amount to be saved, meaning thief has a relationship with Jesus, and what's a fullest expression of life with Jesus. And there's much more than just a thief. And I find this the same thing. I think there's some minimal expression of what community can happen online, but also the fullest expression is going to be in person. And I just think we got to be more open to the possibility that God can use all sorts of mediums and ways in online spaces. And the same way as the dating space has changed, where they meet people online and connect in person, I think churches should realize that you can use digital trends and new technology to do ministry in cool ways, and it can connect back into person. If you want to learn more about this, check out my book on Amazon and Audible. Online church is not the answer.